be coming like this on the intro. What they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot it. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the doubles. Going through rail.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Back to throw. Bennett. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Bennett. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And cycle.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some room to run now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Davis now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you talk about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On the ready. Red, yellow. Yellow, go. Black shot. .22 needle. Slide blue. You, yellow. Steel, black. Grill, green.
Back to throw. Bennett. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring it back and intercept reception, return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Lions have recovered.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here's Davis throwing to start the drive. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, and you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6.
Red cycle.
Looking to throw. Davis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defense is a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Davis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt, and that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Black ultra. Ready.
Off play action. Bennett. That's taken in by Duvernay. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
38.
This is Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Hut, hut.
Hines again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Steal, check, steal.
Hines. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go. Slide through.
Now Bennett to throw. Throwing on 4th down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Davis now throwing to start the drive.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
A nice throw there. And, you know, this game, a true rarity. Not one, but you got two rookie quarterbacks facing each other in the playoffs. What do you think, Charles, that says about the state of quarterback play in today's NFL?
I'm glad you asked that question because all week in preparation for this game, I thought about that, and what I've landed on is this. These kids play high-stakes games from the time they're in high school.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change the pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
To try again after the sack. Davis.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
Room here to run. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 15.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run again with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines, a 10-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Davis. Eluding the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Davis. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Davis throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line.
On the double. Quick, yellow.
They run with Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Davis on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Right through.
Off the play fake, Davis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Woods the receiver in motion right. Here's Davis throwing on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And all the way up to the 49. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now it's Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pitch. Blue check. Yellow. Line.
On second down, right back to Hines. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31.
Fight 60. Let's rest.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Davis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davis. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Running right, here's McAllister, and he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Black shot. Fly 2. Yellow. Steel. Black.
Bennett on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you start.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 89 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bennett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And here's Bennett off the play fake. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
On 1st down, it's Hines, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party.
Okay, Frank.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Woods the receiver in motion right.
And cycle. Long red. Black ultra. Ready.
Davis now looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Woods the receiver in motion right. Now Davis. Off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. And incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Ready.
Woods the receiver in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22 needle. Blue striker.
Off play action. Bennett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. A give running left, McAllister. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Davis. He's got this to Williams, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Davis on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates You're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Trouble 38. Opposite, 3.
In motion left here, Marshall. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On third down, Hines. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try to get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Here's Davis to throw on 3rd down. Got his man, it's Woods. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 25 on second down, Davis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry's so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up.